Are we back? My internet, my router was blinking at me just now. Are we back? Let me know. Oh, good. I found the world. It says means you're back. Perfection. Are we still buffering? Dress my stream for victory? What the heck? TikTok went down. TikTok live. All right, come on. Whoa. Okay. How are we looking? Tell me that we're back. Oh, good. I am now live. Perfect. So, where the heck am I? Oh, wow. That was a hard reset. It just threw me all the way back over to the, Oh, yeah. This is the rebuild of the, of that other ship. What's it called? The Quinjet. All right. I guess I'm going to take a little bit of mule action over. This is the old mule. All right. Where is my Enterprise? Enterprise is over here, I think. Possibly. All right. We're taking mule. No, come on. What? There we go. Apparently, I've forgotten how to fly. Oh, the balloon changes. I haven't taken this into account. So there was a huge update with balloons that no one told us about, and it changes the whole interaction with balloons and thrusters. It really has affected builds in a negative way. Some of the builds that you had that worked no longer work the way that you thought they did. And this is can't be more evident than here. Wow. See those balloons on the back? Yeah, anyway, let's get back to Enterprise. Even if it's with the map. Come on. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work anymore. I am going to have to rebuild the mule. Such a good ship too. All right. I hope the ground doesn't eat it. Am I actually going to build it? Look, there it is. It's not going to build it. It's built. So, right, okay, we were just gonna fill in the back of this and then get back to the saucer section. It is 9:27. Good God, it's 9:27. We spent a lot of time pulling this back from complexity, from the edge of complexity, but totally worth it. 3, 4, 5. So, to recap, we are on the edge of complexity with our with the saucer right now. So I do have to be careful that I don't overbuild. Otherwise, I will lose out the ability to put anything on the edge. So I'm trying to strategize a little bit, because even if I put anything too far out, it's going to count against it with the number of pieces in it, because we are in the crossover zone. I hope some of you remember the lesson in complexity that I gave the other day. But if you didn't, we can have a quick refresher. In fact, we're going to do a quick refresher over by the new kit, the new build kit. So here we go. This is the new build kit. It's got some new pieces. This is going to be really good for a transporter. It's a little bit shorter than pieces I have in right now, so I just can't do a one-to-one. They've got a cool shower. So it's a nice modern shower. So you don't have to use the one from Beachside Boulevard anymore. You're not limited to that. Toilet. It's got all these lights and stuff on it. Weird. Nice couch. I gotta say, I love this this table. This table is the bomb. Oh, can't sit at the chair because the chair is too close. And then, of course, we have some new bookshelves. So you can put anything you want on these bookshelves here. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the modernist does with this. These would actually make a really good room in the Enterprise, like the captain's quarters or something. So I may have to do a whole saucer section that's just the interior without it being actually on the ship. There you go, your lights. Okay, now back to complexity. The question of complexity was this, how it works. So over here, yes, that is my Apache helicopter. So this is your central zone. This is where the Enterprise is being built. These are the surrounding zones. Forward, back of the ship, side, side. So just to make it simple, we're going to put this in the middle here, and then we're going to have the body of the ship. Now the body of the ship, of course, has the nacelles, and the nacelles have their own issues going on. That cow is freaking me out. So the nacelles are doing something like this, where they're going backward outside of the complexity zone. Now, it doesn't just count anything inside this zone. It counts anything that attaches to the zone. So this is why we're having issues with the saucer right now, because the saucer is in this section, very firmly in this section. So the closer it is to this, the harder it is. So is that it's saying that I haven't used my full 5,000 pieces in here, but it's close to it, and anything that I put in here pushes it close to the 5,000. So the further out that I am away from here into the next zone, and the next zone actually occurs halfway through the saucer, it's easier to build. So over here is going to get a lot more complex. So I have to watch my zones. If you build anything inside this area around here, any of these areas, is going to impact the complexity level of the inside. So I can't build any more on the nacelles. I have to focus on the saucer section alone, so that I am concentrating all of my complexity in these 3 main zones here. So this is kind of a zone of safety, because this zone here goes closer to this zone, which is free and clear. So the saucer is firmly within this section over here. So this is why I am actually, trying to pull back the complexity in here to make sure that I can actually build it nice and clear. I hope that that helps you understand what's going on. Remember to like the video, follow, subscribe, do all the internet things to show your approval if you like what we're doing. Of course, this tree is blocking the view. I tell you, man, when this is done, just coming over the hill and seeing that thing in the sky, it's freaking amazing. All right, anyway, back to the build. Let's get some of these saucer sections down, and hopefully complexity has not... Hey. Okay. It's not hating us. It's not loving us, but it's not hating us. Yes. Yes. Haha. You don't know how good that feels. You really have no idea. What? Is it time to set up a raid already? It's only 9:34. You're lying to me. Well, I am so glad that we actually pulled this back, because I didn't have the engines. These engines didn't have those in at all. So glad I got those in. You all right? You don't sound all right. All right. Let's go. All right, stream elements. Get off your crack. All right, let's start to build this out. We got 10 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's only 8. Let's get back to it. We got a lot of building to do. 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There we go. Now I'm back on track. 10. So this is the turn point. So this goes back to 3. This is the real boring part. I know that a lot of you guys don't appreciate this bit, but you know what? If you're doing circles, this is on 192 pieces in a straight line. So the entire not diameter, not radius. What's the other one? Radius, diameter, and the other one, the third one. Okay, never mind. Let me get my diagram up. So 10. Then 3, and then, oh, then we got a 3. So 3 twos. So 3, then 3 twos. Got it. Right. Back on track. So 3, and then 2, and 3 again. Diagram. Always look at your. Yes, no, not circumference. Circumference is round. Radius is from the middle outward. What is radius? The full radius. Yeah, I guess that's the width. So it's the full width. It's 192 single columns, which is a 4x4. Okay, so we got, and then 2, 1, 2, 3. All right, so 3 of those. Got it. In which you watch me count. 3. Because we do a lot of counting around here. What? We do a lot of counting around here. So we have to. Counting is life in LEGO Fortnite. Especially if you're doing any major builds. You want to match, you gotta count. All right, we got, so 1, 2, 3, and then 3, no, then 6 of these guys. This is fun. And Kitty's the reason the server shut down. Dun dun dun. Is that 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then 6 of these guys. Use your tools. Don't let your ego get in the way and say that you know how to do it better. Tools are there to make your job easier. That's like a master carpenter saying he's not going to use the hammer because his hands can do a much better job. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 6. Oh, yeah, I know how she starts it. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 6s. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 4, 3, 4, 5. So we have that. Then we go to the 4. Supernova is moved. My memory, muscle memory is now shifted. Thanks a lot, Fortnite. I've forgotten where. Now that I know where everything is, I no longer know where everything is. So 4, 3, 4. 4, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Let's save some pieces. 4, 3. 4. 5. That's 2 5s. We're going to put these 5s single column so that we can actually delete that one later. So 2 5s. Come on. Thank you. 6. 8, 9. I've built the walls a little too many times. I know how this one works. 8. Is this one 8 or is this 9? I forget that. 9. There we go. And we have a connection. Tell me that's not looking awesome. I am absolutely thrilled at this point. Of course, you didn't see it. Miss Carnage and Kitty, I need to spam before he can read my messages. And Chris Carnage is the reason that we don't have... Oh, wait, you did this one already. Chris Carnage and Kitty is the sole reason we don't have progression on our crafting benches nowadays. Oh. And you guys. All right, where was I? You. Come on, stop it. Stop. Get the off. Turn off, thank you. Man. All right, let me see if I can fill in the bottom of this and pull it forward. I should start from the side because that's the best way to go. Let me get you off. Bye-bye. Come on. Okay, so we are going to be experiencing some lag now that we are this close to complexity. So, this is going to be fun. Floor pieces. Beachside Boulevard. Beachside Boulevard. 16. Just going to cheat this a little bit and bring this around. It needs to be done. Oh no. Oh no. That's not good. Not touching. Alright, we'll figure that bit out in a second. Let's get this over here. Right now it's all about the Pentiums. It's all about the Pentiums. Okay, so at least it has something to attach to. What the flip? The flippity-doo-dah. Interesting. Okay, you. Let's take care of you. Bye-bye. So, there's a bit of madness to my method right now. Meaning that I'm trying to... Okay, you are not... Gotta get this set up in the right place. There we go. So this is not quite behaving because I need this right there, but then I need this forward. So a bit of trial and error to get into the correct place. Of course, I could have just done this and said, okay, pull this in two and line it up properly. So I could do that, and there we go. supposed to be overlapping. There, that should do it. Now, the reason that I'm not just pulling this directly from the back is that we need these segments to line up properly. So there's a straight line that goes all the way from the center up to the edge. This is what I worked out last night on how to get some of the best flow. Get there. There. Best flow for the pieces to help with the saucer. So if you're ever doing a saucer section, you just kind of need to know how things are going to line up. That should always be to the edge, which is perfect, except for that piece. Dang it. Okay, I'm going to have to redo this, but let me just put one piece in here so that we can attach that. But the whole point still stands, that this is the best way to get it spread properly and evenly, and you can be able to have a good way to calculate. Oh boy. The spread of the pieces here, because this is going to be a bit of tricky math going on in most cases, which you have to do from the underside. So this is a constant progression inwards as the circles get closer and more curved. So this really defines what your curve on top is going to look like. And this should match up to anything that you're doing from under here on the edges. Which is another reason why it was so important to make sure that these guys, I could actually use the backside here. So I have to move forward. So my theory is actually working out. I do not like that. 9:49. It's Friday, isn't it? Is it Friday? It's Friday. Unfortunately, that means that we have it's gonna be a busy weekend for me. We have a convention that my boss is currently at, and we're doing a bit of support. So I don't get to have a nice weekend. I get to have a weekend. Well, an end of the week. How's that? But look at that. The edges are supported, and I can. There's another object in the way. I can live with that. I can always live with another object in the way. If it's only by one, though, is that one or two? Oh, that's over by one. Something went wrong. Somewhere. It's not here. Of course, just remember that we're also closing up the interior so that we can have a much better view of everything from the underside. So anyway, okay, so here, check this out. This is the spread that we're working with. Ah. Now I have to go do the same thing to the other side and make sure that this is actually filled in before I even attempt to do the other side of the ship. Sorry, the front side. So the back saucer section is going to be priority first before I try to tackle the whole thing. Ooh. Okay. So maybe I'm a little bit off now. I think I missed. Oh, yes, I did. I remember now. I think I got a little freaked out with the complexity, but we were supposed to have taken one more step, and I forgot about it completely. So, my bad. A complete bad. Plus, you're still high. Why are you so high? Oh, the lag. The complexity lag. Okay, it's 9:52. Let's get the other side mapped in. A little nervous about this bit right here, but I think we're okay. All right. So we do it again. All right. What do we have? We've got 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Can I just do this? So 1, 2, 3. Three. So 1, 2, 3. All right. Then 2. Okay, so here we are. And 1, 2, 3. And then this is the count, the 10. I gotta do 10. 10 singles. I hope you guys have a good day. I am the Mad Puck 66, and we are building. I am building the Starship Enterprise. There is no tutorial for this. This is just me building, just like it was with the yacht. I do hope to get back to finish up the tutorial for the yacht. One very entitled viewer over on YouTube just annoyed the heck out of me and made me not want. I'm sorry. I get in these moods sometimes. I can be very what's the word here? Vindictive. And he was saying how I was lying about not coming back to finish it. So, and he said that I didn't care. So I told him, no, I don't care. I'm building the yacht for my viewers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and in my own time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But I do have to come back to finish it because I know you guys were looking forward to it. Life has kind of gotten in the way a little bit. And the last thing that I really wanted to do was to actually go and take the stream and do another yacht stream, because we already did that. This is why I'm doing a completely separate tutorial on building the yacht. Some of you guys can just go ahead and finish it yourself, because you're quite brilliant in that way. You know how to take things and shape it. Other people, not so much. So, I'm just going to take my vindictiveness and deal with that entitlement in a different way. Oh no, fart liquor was another. I know, maybe he did come in under somebody else's name. This Legion and Mr. Black. Hey, you guys. We are dealing with complexity in a different way this morning. I have managed to pull back complexity several times with finding some extra pieces in and just building forward out of complexity. So currently I'm in the quote unquote safe zone. So Mr. Black, I think you would actually appreciate this one. When I put the full circle, it said no, not happening. So I actually had to go and delete the circle that I had created. And now I'm having to rebuild it piece by piece, just trying to make it work again. But you know, it's all part of the process, right? So I was also trying to explain the complexity zones again. And why I was doing these things. But anyway, I do want to thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I stream every day from 8:30 a.m. till 10 a.m. 2, 3. Is it 4? Is it 3? Is it 4? Is it 3? So 1, 2, 3. Yep, it's okay, good. Then these are 6s. Right. Stream every day, 8:30 a.m. till 10 a.m. when I have to run off to work, which is in about 2 minutes. Busy day ahead of me, but I think we should be off by 3 this afternoon. If that's the case, I will let you guys know if we can continue the tutorial on the boat, and that should be around 3 or 4 o'clock this afternoon. Because you know that is an extra stream, and I'm doing that mainly for you guys. Who want to have a cool boat. I know everybody wants a cool boat. Alright, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, 4. Oh, this is a 4. So let's pull that back. 4, 3, 4, 5. So 4. Mr. Black, you would appreciate my battles in complexity this morning. It's been quite a journey. Okay, so 4, 3, 4, 5. Am I doing this right? I feel like I'm doing this wrong. 5. Why does it feel wrong all of a sudden? 4, 3. Okay, 4, 3, 4, 5. 6. 4, 3, 4, 5. 5, 5, 6. There we go. Getting into my own head. Five. 6. 6. 8. And then 9. Yes. Woo! every time that I get back here to this point, it feels like, oh, look at that. I leveled up. It just feels so good. All right, guys. That's it. Calling it is now 10:01. I gotta go jump into a meeting, but this is the Enterprise. We are making lots of really good progress. We built the saucer, destroyed the saucer, and we're rebuilding the saucer. So let's take a quick look. The whole idea is that we're supposed to be able to run up into the oh my god, look at that saucer section. That is so nice. Run up into the bridge. So go from shuttle bay control. You can run down to engineering. It's a warp core. You can go to the transporter room, get beamed up. And yes, those new lights, floor lights, are going to be awesome. What are they called again? What's that new kit called? Hypatia. Can't wait to see what the modernist comes up with for this. But check this out. That's going to be awesome here. And okay, so we want to get up into the shuttle bay. Sorry, into the saucer section. We should be able to run all the way up. And I've never been able to do this before. Never gotten this far. But it comes with understanding how complexity works. So being able to work with it like this and just go into those zones and edge my way into this instead of trying to like do everything there. I'm just like trying to work my way forward. Ah man, but totally worth it. 100% worth it. So I am like 80% convinced that I will be able to finish the ship. I am very, very, very thrilled with the entire prospect, because this is like one of the builds that has eluded me from the beginning. One of the big things that I've always tried to build. So anyway, thank you so much. Oh, even trying to not to say what all week. Beam me up, Bucky. Well done, Legion. Well done. All right. I'm loving this. I am. I'll post photos, and maybe I'll actually be able to post a short on this or a video on this later. But you guys have seen the progress. By the time we get back to this, this entire saucer section might be done. It's going to take a lot of love and care to get this thing in, but I think one of the biggest things that we've had to do is just deal with it on a realistic level and realize. Actually, hold on a second. I think work is asking me something here. Is Kaboom streaming this morning? I would love to jump over to Kaboom. Let's see, chat. Chat. I might be able to go an extra hour. Well, yeah, that's what they do. Oh my god. Okay. Right, there we go. Okay, I'm not meeting anybody. Okay, so I think I have 30 minutes here. 30 minutes. So, Kaboom stream is live right now, I think. But anyone who wants to jump over to Kaboom, let's give them a link. I'm going to, yep, secret way to get spires, kaboom. Why aren't you streaming? He's not streaming. What's going on? Is anybody streaming right now? I don't think anybody is streaming. Okay, well, I can't jump to anybody. So, half an hour. All right. 30, so we have 30 minutes. So let's make use of this, shall we? I have gotten like different places on different saucers, but never like this. Never that full connection. So I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this. Let me just take a nice deep breath of concentration here. Not concentration, but appreciation. There we go. I think I want to pull those windows back. Might be able to. The blue section. Pull those back. Right. All right. Let's see what we can do here. We got completion to there. Let's get the side pieces on and make sure that we can fill this thing out. Then we can move on to the front section. There we go. One. I'm here hoping that lag doesn't just, say to hell with you guys and just kill us all at once. Because it feels kind of like, not cheating, but flirting obscenely with the build limit. Especially over in this section. Because yesterday, when I hit the build limit, this entire section could not be finished. So, I am very leery. Oh, look at that. Of like overcommitting to the section, but it must be done. Two. Interesting. Okay, so see the front there? I know that's going to be a problem. Because we gotta actually do a curve up, but I just want to make sure we have the space here and the lack of complexity. I can get fancy later, right? Okay, I think we need more in from the edges than we do from the center. Because that moves us away from the complexity area. And that's where all the danger lies. We all live in the danger zone. Man, I know there's a way to calculate this, so I can actually count the number of pieces. I'm just not coming up with it right now. And it should be something to do with the radius. And then the something with 16. Somebody who's good at math, can you get in here? Because I'm not good at math. I'm actually terrible at math. I am the worst person to be advising anybody about math. Yeah, absolutely. Come to our Discord. You can share your builds. We want to see what everyone's building. I'm sure there's some brilliant builds out there, and we want to see them. You want to share with the community? Come and be part of the community. Don't be apart from the community. Be a part of. I'm a stickler for language. See that? Now I have to reconcile that. That one space gap. Knew it was going to come back to haunt me. Yep, that one space gap. All right, where do you begin? You one spacer. Is it you? Is it you? So, okay then. Oh, that's not nice. You know what? Maybe I should save the bridge for Monday. What do you guys think? Because the bridge all by itself is going to be an adventure. So I mean, if you guys are down for me holding off on building a bridge until then, instead of coming back with a complete ship, I'm okay with that. Because that's like the final piece, the final segment to go in. And I'd be willing to hold off on that. I mean, the rest of this is going to be so touch and go all over the place that might as well give the bridge the attention that it deserves. So if we're good for that, let's do it. All right, bridge on Monday. Hey, Gamer Spino. Oh. Now, I also hope I can encourage some of you guys to go watch the Strange New Worlds. The new season is awesome, off to a great start. It was a 2-part season ender. So, last season it ended with I can't even tell you, but it ended with a cliffhanger. And they resolved it pretty much immediately starting the new season. So that was good to see. So it was all action-packed with the first episode. Second episode was a bit of a breather. The Star Trek is not one thing. It's not like all action. It's got a bit more storytelling and everything has storytelling, but different moods and different types of stories that you can tell in Star Trek. So you have some of the more comedic elements sometimes. Like last season, they actually had a musical episode. caused by an anomaly that you have to solve, of course. You have to have the anomaly. But Strange New Worlds is a great introduction to Star Trek for anybody. I used to like Star Trek Discovery, but they kept taking things further and further away, and it stopped feeling like Star Trek. I mean, Star Trek has a particular feel. I'm not a big it has to be this way kind of guy when it comes to Trek, but it does have to feel like Trek. And I'll tell you right now, Strange New Worlds actually fits that bill quite nicely. You turn it on and you get that that kind of nostalgic feeling, and more of a feeling that this is a show that in the 1960s they may have wanted to make, with the level of special effects and storytelling elements and everything that they just didn't have the ability to make back then. I know I'm on the 12 pieces right now. 12 pieces, too much for you? Yeah? Alright, that's a 10 then. Alright, you're gonna fill that hole. But I think you get what I mean, right? It's a show that that they wish they could have made, but they were also forging new ground back in the 60s, and nobody had seen a show like Star Trek, so they really didn't know what to make of it. It was like massively underfunded. Why are you going to ones? I see ones. There's no reason you should be going to ones. Get me back to twos, please. So, of course, we have some fanboys of the original Star Trek showing up to complain as loudly as possible about how this is not the Star Trek that they know. And I mean, the nostalgia hits them hard, but it just shouldn't have to hit them that hard, where they kind of deny anything new. By the way, I am not nostalgic in any way whatsoever. Just gonna get that out there right now. I'm not the nostalgia guy. That's not me. You have been warned. Okay. No, 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 no. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Woo! I wish I could have like a whole starbase all set up around this thing, but I can't even add any extra lights or anything to give us extra light. It's just, there's too much ship. Just too much ship. Man. Okay, this feeling right here, just being able to look at this coming together, I think this is why I build epic builds like this. You can't get this feeling anywhere else. It's good to remember that. You can get this feeling anywhere else. That is a fact. Right. Beachside Boulevard. Let's get some bigger pieces in. The underside is going to be a pain in the butt, but that's a future Puck's problem. And here he's a bit cantankerous, so I'm going to avoid him. The plague. I'm going to look back at this and go, what was I thinking? Then I'm going to look at the ship, and I'm just going to nod and go like, yep, everything's good. Everything's groovy. You got the whole wide world in the palm of your hand. Everything is great. It's falling into place. Just can't seem to wipe a smile off my face. Okay, can we actually do this? I know we can. But can we? 8 by 8? Why is that one gap space occurring? That is my main question. Why are you a thing? And why are you consistent? Alright. We need to map something here. Okay, so if we did the outside. We are doing the outside. Huh. Okay, so I guess continue doing the outside with the force. We're going to end up with it again. But what if we carried that through? Allow that to go all the way through, but found a certain point that we can let that carry through. So that could be a demarcation edge. 12, 16. Get back big. And then we lose. Why are we losing a gap? Every time. Right, fine. Fine. Come on. All right. We're going to have to deal with lines. That's one thing we have to deal with right now. I had been planning on having the levels like this and just raise it up. Because you can see over here. Oh, nope. Oh, that's why. Anyway, the whole idea was that we're supposed to raise up as we went along. So I was trying to plan this, and I may have to actually get this is an old style thing that I know some of you guys may not have encountered, but back when I was in school, we were doing like a lot of planning for math and everything. We would take grid paper, and it was just here. Let me show you the grid that we have here. Can I show you that? I can. Sources, window capture, Add a source. No, wrong one. Preview. So 193. There we go. So this is the grid that we're looking at right now. And if I take this and expand it out, we have the full section here. This is the image that downloads. Now, what I can do is on paper. Where am I? On paper, I could actually go and draw in these tiny little squares, like like 8x8s and 16x16 bits, so that I would actually know the placement of the pieces. I could actually put this into Photoshop or Illustrator and draw circles and everything, and then see how the best placement would be for these pieces before I'm actually in the game right now. I mean, this is something that a little bit of homework that you can do for that little extra thing. And I may do that because I would love to have a proper curve. Let me get rid of this. A proper curve all around the entire disk. Now that I know that this can be done, we can plan for the circles and how it's going to raise up. So I may have to venture into this area. I really want to avoid doing that, but because it's touch and go at this point. If I break a single piece over here, it may take breaking 24 pieces in a certain place, or maybe even up to 50 pieces, just to get the ability back to put a piece back. So one mistake over here can mean having to redo this entire section just to gain the ability to build in that one area back. So I got to be really careful. But this way I can also count how many pieces I'm going to need to get the disc done. And I wish there was a program or a way we can actually use AI to take a look at this and do a calculation. But unfortunately, this is or fortunately, depends on how you look at it. It's one of those things that we're gonna have to do as, you know, as non-AI. So yeah. Anyway, this is the ship. Let's go take a look on the inside, because it's freaking amazing. I love this. I mean, just having that big open corridor. We're gonna have to close off the corridor at some point, I suppose. But you know, right now, just having this, it's kind of cool. I dig it. Being able to see all that all the way around. It makes you wish that you could go and actually fill it in, have all the corridors and cool spaces. But not on this build. This build is about the complete ship. So maybe on a different build we can explore something like that. But here's the Starship Enterprise, full interior. It's full for LEGO. Got our main areas that we work with. We just don't have a bar. The bar is usually in the saucer section. Go. Got our shuttle bay. I will be making some shuttles to fly in. To get this out of the way, no, this ship is not going to fly. The complexity right now is at such a height that even if I could get this thing to fly, it would probably break the world. Oh, Delia, we are definitely putting the bridge. The bridge is going to be the be done on Monday. We just decided that we were going to hold off on actually doing the bridge, and we're going to build that on Monday. And this way I can actually go focus on the saucer section and get that done. But the bridge, there are plans for the bridge, and it's going to be awesome. So we're good to go here. Anyway, thank you guys for joining. If this is your first time here, please leave a like, follow, subscribe, do all the internet things, and I will see you guys tomorrow. If not your first time here, you guys are still hanging around, thank you for taking the time to hang out with me. I really do appreciate you guys. Honestly, seriously, I'm not just saying that just to suck up to you or anything. I do appreciate your guys' company, and your ability to keep the conversation going, and just making this whole thing enjoyable rather than just a lonely enterprise. See what I did there? Enterprise. A lonely enterprise building by yourself on the internet. So thank you guys for coming and hanging out. Like Kaboom says, may the bricks always fall in your favor. And go out there and build something. We're going to be building. I know I'm going to be building this over the weekend. So I got to get this disc in place, and I got to calculate just exactly how I can do that. So I have a bit of homework to do myself. So anyway, thanks again. I will see you guys in the next stream. Keep an eye out for a possible stream this afternoon to do the remainder of the boat. We'll see what we can do. It's either going to be 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. But take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.